a pretty accurate description of your father, yes. What are you waiting for? Transform and get out there!
At the end of Season 5, Gabriel Agreste gave his life to seemingly secure his series-long wish, to be reunited with his beloved wife, Emilie. In the epilogue sequence, the alliance rings get melted down to create a memorializing statue of the fashion designer, with Paris remembering him as a hero and a few people knowing the truth. Adrien is left blissfully unaware of his father's role as a supervillain, but in Season 6, some people in his life could reveal what really happened to his remaining parent.
Come on, Chris, it's a game for big kids. You know that.
Oh, that's what you always say.
Number 1. Natalie. A knowing accomplice to Gabriel since the beginning, Natalie personally knows every action and plan taken by Gabriel since his debut as Hawkmoth in the first season. In the episode Myra, she believes in Gabriel's plan so strongly that she wears the broken peacock Miraculous to help further his goals. She spends numerous seasons as a villain in her own right, creating Sentimonsters to control in pursuit of Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses. Natalie would hesitate to tell the truth about Gabriel, not only because she would hate to ruin the last image Adrien has of him, but because she could incriminate herself in the process. At the end of Recreation, she lounges beside the pool, watching Adrien and his friends. Natalie will likely be one of the sole caregivers moving forward and wants to maintain a positive relationship with him. However, Natalie and Gabriel were not friends during the season finale, and she could still have negative feelings toward him. Natalie may try to preserve Adrien's memories with his father, but hearing Gabriel spoken of so highly may get on her nerves. Instead of allowing Adrien to believe his father always had his well-being in mind, she may decide to reveal the truth. To Natalie, a woman who calculates her next move, she may conclude that honesty will be the kinder option to the boy she helped raise. The series also leaves Emilie's fate in an unclear place. It appears that Gabriel used his wish to bring Natalie back from the brink of death, leaving Adrien without both of his parents. If that is the case, Natalie will want to respect Emilie's final wishes by taking care of Adrien, which may include giving him some closure. Adrien only knows that his mother became very ill before she disappeared, not why, and learning the truth could help him offer a final goodbye to both his parents.
Natalie, is what happened to my mother going to happen to you?
No, not at all. It will be okay. Don't worry about me, Adrien.
Number 2. Felix. One of the first people to figure out Gabriel's secret identity, Felix has known about Gabriel's malicious intentions since the episode Gabriel Agreste, when he outwits his uncle, learns Emilie's fate, and the whereabouts of the Peacock Miraculous. Felix has always been 2 steps ahead of his fellow characters, with his untrusting nature making it easy to predict what his enemies may do next. However, Felix has a soft spot regarding his cousin. Throughout the 5th season, we see his concern and close bond with Adrien unfurl, even though he goes about it completely wrong. In emotion, he makes everyone in the world disappear so that he, Adrien, and Kagami can live free of someone else's control. His desire for Adrien to have freedom is because of their shared origins as Sentimonsters. Destined from the start of their lives to obey the whims of their parents, Gabriel was especially controlling, and that made him an enemy to Felix. At the end of Recreation, Adrien receives the Graham de Vanilli family rings, each holding his Amok. With his Amok in his possession, he has complete free will over every action. Felix may take the opportunity to tell Adrien about his creation as a Sentimonster. The revelation could finally allow the cousins to become closer and relate to one another. Their newfound relationship could help them both heal, as they'll have someone to identify with and depend on in times of trouble. With Felix now a permanent member of the French superhero team and the known wielder of the Peacock Miraculous, he will likely appear frequently in Season 6. Each of his appearances is an opportunity for the truth to come out, for better or worse.
To set us all free and offer us a new world where no one can tell us what we can or can't do. And voila! We're free and we're together. Aren't you incredibly happy?
Number 3. Lila. Most people in Adrien's life would want to preserve his peace of mind, which includes keeping Gabriel's identity a secret. However, Lila Rossi remains one of the most manipulative and sinister characters, with a grudge against Gabriel and Adrien. Lila reveals her knowledge of Gabriel's identity at the end of Emotion, and uses it in Revelation to steal files full of Gabriel's secrets from under his nose. Lila doesn't use the stolen secrets in Season 5, which means they're ready to be used in her plans as the new wielder of the Butterfly Miraculous. Lila takes the Butterfly Miraculous in Recreation, and will likely become the new Hawkmoth foreshadowed in Time Tagger in Season 3. With her new powers, she'll need to make akumatized villains. She'll know that the stronger the negative emotion, the stronger the villain she can create. The setup bodes poorly for Adrien, who is like a powder keg waiting to explode under Lila's control. In Season 6, Lila will be a new supervillain against a massive team of trained and capable superheroes. She'll need an ace up her sleeve if she wants to take Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses, which could require pulling out every secret and tool of manipulation she has at her disposal. Adrien could be the winning plan Lila needs. All she would need to do is expose Gabriel as monarch. Alongside the terrible things he's done, Adrien will become overwhelmed with devastation, leaving himself and the Cat Miraculous open for akumatization.
I see you've made your decision, Marinette. From now on, you and I are at war. You will lose your friends and wind up all alone, and Adrien will soon be mine.
Number 4. Plagg. Unlike the other Kwamis, Plagg is often isolated from others, leaving Adrien his sole companion on most days. As a result, Plagg goes everywhere with his wielder and experiences his daily life. He had first-hand knowledge of how Gabriel behaved behind closed doors, and how he could neglect Adrien's needs or desires. Plagg is not Gabriel's #1 fan. After witnessing Gabriel's daily behavior, Plagg likely wasn't surprised when he learned the man is monarch in confirmation. It explained his distance from his son, his angry outburst, and why he hid away from the rest of the world. If Plagg decides to keep Gabriel's identity a secret, it wouldn't be the first time he's held something like that from Adrien. Plagg has known Marinette's identity since the Dark Owl. However, Plagg may not have a choice. The Kwamis have rules that prevent them from revealing the names of their wielders. It's unclear if that includes the names of previous wielders, but if it does, there's a magical prevention on Plagg that will stop him from telling Adrien the truth. If he ever wants to reveal Gabriel was Hawkmoth, he'll have to get creative to do so.
There are cameras everywhere.
Relax. May I remind you that Kwamis cannot be filmed or have their voices recorded?
Number 5. Marinette. At the end of Recreation, Marinette and Adrien sit in the garden, where Adrien talks about his father. Marinette plays into his beliefs about Gabriel being a good man, instrumental to the end of Monarch's control over Paris. Marinette knows how desperate Adrien is to have a good relationship with his remaining parent, and she likely believes it's kind to leave Gabriel as a kind person in the eyes of Paris. Unfortunately, Ladybug will likely fill Cat Noir in on the final battle between herself and their longtime enemy. If she wants his help finding the missing butterfly Miraculous, he will need to know, as they'll search for someone in Gabriel's life who could have had access to Monarch's lair. Since Marinette doesn't know Adrien is her fellow hero unless Tiki convinces her not to say anything, she could reveal Monarch's identity without a second thought. If he's Cat Noir when he learns the truth, Adrien must do his best to minimize his reaction. He can still be shocked, but any ounce of personal recognition or betrayal could lead to one of two things. His secret identity could be compromised, or he could become akumatized by Lila. It would be better if Marinette didn't tell Cat Noir the truth, but because she doesn't know the damage it could cause, Gabriel's secrets may still come to light.
You're the only one who can decide what you make of your life.
You always find the right words, Marinette.
Adrien will likely continue his time in the upcoming season unaware of Gabriel's real nature. He will already be grieving the loss of another parent, and while he had a complicated relationship with his father, believing the man to be your hero likely brings him some peace. Of the people who know Gabriel's secret, a majority care for Adrien deeply, and they won't jump at the chance to hurt his feelings. However, there could be a stressor that causes any of these characters to reveal the truth, resulting in a turning point in the series, and likely for Adrien's character as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Where is Adrien Agreste? What have you done with him?
He is safe, but you aren't. The whole world is in danger.